Good morning, my dear students. How are you doing? Are you waiting for my class? I think so. You are eagerly waiting for my class. And see, I am here to take your class. My dear students of class 9, very warm welcome to my class. You know, I am your English teacher, Anowar Hossain, BA Honours, MA in English, Assistant Teacher of English, Meher-Un-Nessa Girls High School. My dear students, here I am going to show you some pictures and try to imagine these pictures. What these pictures mean, my dear students? Look at the picture. What does it tell us? What can we understand by this picture? Again, we can easily understand this is a picture of a street hawker. Sometimes we gonna hear lace, fita lace. Yes, this is a cry of a street hawker. They attract us by their attractive voices. Look, this is another picture of a street hawker. So, our today's topic would be about a street hawker. So, here we can see another picture of a street hawker, and this is also a picture of a street hawker. So, our today's topic is a street hawker. My dear students, it is a very important topic used in paragraph section. You know, we have to write a paragraph in about 150 words on a familiar or on a given topic. So, our today's topic is a street hawker. What will be the learning outcomes of this topic? If we complete this lesson, we will be able to identify a street hawker. We will be able to identify a street hawker. We will be able to tell the life of a street hawker, and we will be able to write a paragraph on a street hawker. So, the first question that comes to our mind: who is a street hawker? Look at the picture. We can easily imagine who are the street hawkers, because we find them usually in our roads, beside our houses, because they come to our houses to sell their materials. So, we can define a street hawker in this way: a person who sells various things walking from street to street is called a street hawker. My dear students, we may define a street hawker in various ways. You can define in your own words, but I think I can define a street hawker in this way: a person who sells various things walking from street to street is called a street hawker. The next question is, what does he sell in the streets? What does he sell in the street? Look at the picture. A street hawker sells clothes. You are seeing the clothes. Again, he sells ribbons. You guys, you girls, you use ribbons, so you know it very well. And then this is toys. You know, children are very fond of toys, and a street hawker sells toys. Again, this is the picture of kitchen utensils. And my dear students, you know, we have to use various utensils in our houses and kitchens. So, a street hawker sells various utensils. And now, you can see the image of some sweets. You know, a street hawker sells various sweets. Again, you can see the picture of some fruits. You know very well that a street hawker sells various fruits in the street. So, what does he do to attract the buyers? What does he do to attract the buyers? Look at the picture. Sometimes he tricks. He makes some tricks to attract the customers. Again, he sometimes makes funs. He makes funs. He wears some peculiar dresses and he makes funs so that people get attracted to buy something from him. So, my dear students, you are watching. What does he do to attract the buyers? He makes funs. He sometimes makes tricks. So, he uses various tricks to attract the attention of the buyers. Sometimes he starts singing that likes ribbons, lace, fita lace, come, buy children, don't stay at home, come to me and buy something. Sometimes he starts singing or even starts acting. Yes, you see, here a street hawker is acting like a joker. And sometimes he is funny and sometimes he is irritating. How does he carry his goods? You have seen a lot of street hawker in our roads, in beside our houses, in small cities or towns. So you have an idea about a street hawker. How does they carry? How do they carry his goods? Actually, he carries his goods in hands. Look. He is carrying his goods in hand, and sometimes he carries his goods on head, and sometimes he carries his goods in hands. So he carries his goods either in hands or on the head, and sometimes in handcart. This is the handcart. So he carries his goods either in hands or on the head, and sometimes in handcart. So, who are the target of a street hawker? Who are the main target? You know, my dear students, who are the main customer of a street hawker? Look, their main target is women. They know well they can cheat a women very easily. So their main target is women, and they also target children. They also target children because he is interested to sell his goods to the women and the children whom he can cheat easily. Children and women are easily cheated by a street hawker. So, my dear student, what does he wear specially? How is about his dress? Look, his dress is not a formal one. His dress is not an ordinary dress. He wears, look at this picture. He wears some peculiar dresses. Yes, his dress is peculiar. His dress is also peculiar. So, sometimes he wears peculiar dress of different colors which is attractive because he wants to attract his customers with his dress. So, you have a pair work. My dear students, this is the time of Corona pandemic. You have no opportunity to come to school and to make a pair work, but if you can, I have a pair work for you, and this is the question: why does the street hawker wear a peculiar dress? My dear students, try to find out the answer of this question. Why does the street hawker wear a peculiar dress? I think you can find the answer from your surroundings. So, my dear students, how does the street hawker live his life? It is a very common question to us. How does they live their life? They live their life by the sweat of his physical labors. See, look at these pictures, and they are living their life by the sweat of their physical labors. So, a street hawker earns his livelihood by the sweat of his physical labors. How does he live his life? See, this is a very miserable life. He is living in a slum, and this house is very shabby, poorly furnished, and this is a very miserable life. So, you can see another picture where their miserable life is described. See, they are living beside a railway line. This is a very dangerous place, and there is a chance of getting accident anytime. But they are endangering their lives. They are taking the risk, but they are living in the line of a railway line. Why? Why are they living there? Because they are very poor and they have to lead a very miserable life. So, a street hawker, or he lives a very miserable life with his family. When does he face the great problems? Sometimes a street hawker faces a great problem. The question is, when does he face a great problem? You see, this is the time when it rains heavily. So, during rainy day, a street hawker faces a great problem. During rainy days, he faces a great problem to sell his products. So, you have a group work. If you can write 3 sentences about a street hawker whom you have seen before. You can write 3 sentences about a street hawker whom you have seen before. My dear students, I have some question to ask you, and as you are not present here, so you should write in your notebook and I will see when the school is open. So my dear student, the first question is, who is a street hawker? What sort of man is he? Where is a street hawker seen? What does he wear? How does he attract the attention of the customers? And I am repeating the words told by me. That is, you should write the answers of these questions in your notebook, and I will see this writing or these answers when the school is opened. So you have a homework also, and the homework is you should write a paragraph on a street hawker. You should write a paragraph on a street hawker. And my dear students, I hope from my today's discussion you have come to understand who is a street hawker, where can we find them, and many informations I have given you about a street hawker. And you should write a paragraph on a street hawker. That's all for now. Thank you all. See you